Hey guys, Anthony here, back at the Gazelle Lab. Today we finally have our full iPhone 5C review for you. So last week I did an unboxing and a brief look at the device. I've been using it for about a week, so I thought I'd give it my full review right here on Gazelle Lab. So let's get into this right away. Let's start with the hardware. So very nice. A lot of people are thinking, you know, cheap plastic, but it's anything but that. This it's solidly built. I actually don't mind the blue. The other colors I'm not too crazy about, but I guess there's a color for everyone out there. And overall, it's not cheap like they said it was going to be really cheap feeling. It's, you know, it's nice. It's hard plastic. It's pretty solid. I think it's a little bit even more durable probably than the 5S or the iPhone 5 from last year. Overall, I'm pleasantly surprised by the quality of the hardware. So this has 124 by 59 wide by 9 millimeters thick, so it's a little bit thicker than the 5 and the 5S, which is around 7.6, 7.9. So it's a little thicker, but you do get, you know, the plastic shell, which is more durable. 132 grams, you know, it feels heavier than it does look, which is nice. I think it's a lot sturdier. In terms of the screen, still that 640 by 1136 4-inch 326 ppi Retina display, which is really nice. 16 and 32 gigabyte options on this thing. This is a 16 model. In terms of ports and buttons and features right here, we have the lightning port, speaker, headphone jack on the bottom. On top you just have the power button and the screen shut off. On the back, here's the camera right here. We'll get into the camera in a little bit. This is the 8 megapixel camera with a single LED flash. And then on the other side you have the volume rockers, which look a little bit different compared to volume rockers on the other devices which were round. So these are nice, very easy to push, very nice. So cases for the other phones will not work on the 5, so you need a new case. And the mute or lock orientation switch right here. Front, classic Apple home key. Slide to unlock that, and we're back. Get into the phone features right now. Under the hood, we're talking a dual-core Apple A6 processor, pretty much the same processor that we saw in last year's iPhone 5. With the GPU, you're going to get that Power VGR 543 MP3 triple-core graphics, same as last year. Most often, you're getting pretty much the same features under the hood-wise as the iPhone 5. You're going to get a little bit of slight bump in the camera. We'll get into that in a second. But other than that, a lot of stuff stays the same. This is running iOS 7, which is nice. You can see from here. If you scroll up, you know, you have your control center, notifications, pretty cool. Just the typical iOS 7 stuff, folders, and scroll within the folders, really nice. So with iOS 7, the color features of iOS 7, it goes really well with these bright colors of the phone. When we're talking battery, we're talking about a non-removable 1510 mAh battery, which translates to about 250 hours of standby in 3G, and up to about 10 hours of talk time. So not bad. 40 hours of music playing, which is pretty good. I barely ever charge this thing, so the battery is really nice, really great. All the other features, you know, iMessage, SMS, MMS, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, GPS. Still no NFC on any of these iPhones, but that's not important to a lot of people. One thing I missed was 1 gigabyte of RAM, LTE, EVDO, depending on your carrier, GSM support, CDMA support. That all depends on your carrier, like I said. So let's get into the camera a little bit. So this is where some of the improvements are coming over the 5. You know, the aperture is going to let a little bit more light in. We'll take our classic shot that we always take here. So there's the picture. Really nice, bright, easy to use. The camera's really easy. A lot of new great features in the camera. I'll get into a separate camera review. But everything all, I'll take one more picture. If you want to, I can do my watch for a second, get us something with a little bit more detail. Okay. So you can really, there's a little bright lights in here. We can really get into that. So there you go. So you got really good detail right there. You can really get into that. Overall, I think the camera's really nice. So bottom line is, who is this phone for? You know, if you already have an iPhone 5, most likely you're probably not going to upgrade to this, since, you know, it is really the same phone under the hood. You're just getting a plastic back. So for iPhone 5 users, it really doesn't make sense for you to go out and upgrade or pay full price at $549, which is really expensive for this thing, to switch over to a 5C. But what it is great for is either first-time smartphone buyers who are eligible for an upgrade for only $99 for the 16 gigabyte model, or people jumping from either the iPhone 4 or the iPhone 4S. Coming from the 4 or the 4S, this is going to be a huge upgrade. And considering that you can't get the 5 anymore, this is the new $99 two-year phone. And I think it's a really good upgrade for those people. Is it worth spending $100 more and getting a 5S for $200? For me, yes. But for some people who don't need all the bells and whistles, first-time smartphone users, owners, or even kids, the 5C with its available color options is a terrific option. Terrific choice for kids. Hope you like my little review of the iPhone 5C. Thanks.